All right. We are here live on Monday, March the 8th for Women's International Day. We are excited that you have joined us live. Thank you so much for joining us. And yes. It's an exciting time, exciting time. It's really exciting time to be here. It's exciting time to be able to share with you with Hayden Vaval, who is an 8-year-old who is going to have a conversation with Dr. Jackie. And so in a few minutes, they'll come on. We want you to share this with your friends, with your families, but let's encourage our girls. We know the numbers, the significant numbers of girls in STEM is low, but it is increasing. And with the help of partners and sponsors and champions who believe in Supergirl Shine Foundation, of closing the gap for more women and girls of color in STEM innovation and leadership initiatives, we're able to have girls like Hayden who love science, who want to go into engineering, but also we are helping her to hone in on her voice when it comes to social injustices. She's a dancer, she's a creator, and more importantly, she's a girl who just loves life and loves to have fun. So we're gonna bring Hayden and Dr. Jackie in. And those of you who do not know Dr. Jackie, Dr. Jacquelyn Minter is the director of the Fort Bend County Health and Human Services. And when I tell you, as a pediatrician, an engineer, a mother, wife, just a community leader, she has changed the game for a lot of people and making sure that services are no longer strange to marginalized communities, but making sure that health and human services is done fair, equitable, and across the board for all. So without further ado, we're going to bring them in and let's have fun this evening with Dr. Jackie Johnson Minter and with our special host, Hayden Vaval, who is an 8-year-old who loves science. She's in the science and health magnet program at her school. She's a dancer, she's a creator. She loves to be an advocate for things that are not right. So she is a social injustice advocate. And she wants to study engineering when she grows up. Woo, woo! Yes, that is exciting. Wonderful. Have you, Hayden? You want to say hello to everybody?
Hi.
Hi. It's so wonderful to have you here this evening. And to Dr. Jacquelyn Johnson Minter. Thank you so much for saying yes. We know that you are a fan of Supergirl Shine Foundation, and we thank you so much for just being that voice and also approachable so that the Haydens of the world can know that they too can rise up and be world leaders. Dr. Jackie's a world leader, isn't she, Hayden? Isn't she? Like everybody knows her around the world. COVID did that, right? Oh my goodness. So without further ado, let's go ahead and we're going to hear from Hayden and just have a conversation with Dr. Jackie.
Dr. Jackie, I have been reading up on you and talking about you with my mom. You're an amazing woman.
Well, thank you, Hayden. I think the few minutes that we got to talk backstage, I found out that you are an amazing young woman yourself.
Thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about your career and time in school when you realized that you enjoyed math and science?
Yes, I can. You know, just like you, I enjoyed school a lot. I love to learn. And I don't remember when I found out I liked math and science better, maybe than the other subjects, but I was pretty good at it. But I just enjoyed school and I loved to learn.
What are some fun things you like to do outside of work?
Well, I have 3 children. they're older than you are. But one of the most fun things I have to do is to hang out with my kids and my husband. Sometimes we go walking, sometimes we go to a lake. We love to travel. We haven't been able to do that a lot since COVID has been around, but that's some of our favorite things to do. And we still really love to play games. So we've done that through Zoom and through different ways of communicating with each other. But those are some really fun things I like to do outside of work.
We can't wait to travel too.
I bet.
As a third grader, sometimes I see injustices in the school or in the community as it relates to being a girl or being a Black girl. Have you experienced any injustices? If so, how did you overcome them?
So yes, I have experienced some injustices, probably several over my lifetime. I think that one of the things that's helped me overcome them is as I said before, I love to learn, and I also don't mind teaching and mentoring. And I think sometimes when we face things that aren't right, we try to learn a little bit more about the situation, and then we try to help others understand, because a lot of times people act in a way that is unkind or unfair because they're fearful or they don't understand, and it's something new. And so I try to take that opportunity to help them understand me and the way I do things and the way I think. And maybe by becoming more familiar with me, they will be kinder and they will be more understanding. Sometimes we get tired of always being the one to teach others, but that's the role we have. And so that's the way that I try to overcome injustices. And I certainly try to help speak out for those who may not be able to explain, or when things aren't fair to people who may not have the opportunity to speak out.
Yes, sometimes you have to be kind to show others how to be kind. What would you say to your 8-year-old self, especially if you had to complete a GT health science project and you can't come up with any ideas?
Oh, I would tell my 8-year-old self to turn that TV back on. We didn't have computers back then. And one of my very favorite channels was public television. As a matter of fact, that's how I got really interested in medicine and engineering. I used to watch a program called Nova. I loved watching PBS, and I would watch it every week. So if I couldn't come up with a project, I would turn that TV on, or well, you can probably stream it on your computer or anything else now. You can Google things, you can do things that I couldn't do way back then. But I would tell my 8-year-old self, turn back to PBS, get some great ideas from public broadcasting.
Thank you. With today being Women's International Day and March being Women's History Month, would you share some of your best memories of change you have experienced in your career?
You know, one of my best memories is I became a mother as I was going through my career and through my training. So I was first an engineer for NASA, and I loved that. And then I got married as I was going through that career. And then as I was going to medical school and going through training, I had my daughters. And so those were big changes in my life. And those were wonderful changes. I think one of the biggest blessings I've had, and one of the things that makes me so proud to be a woman, is to be a mom and to be the mom of 3 children, 2 daughters and a son. But today, on International Women's Day, I'm especially proud of my daughters.
Wow, an engineer, a doctor, and a mom.
Sounds like somebody that couldn't quite decide.
Exposure and access are a huge part of our mission. Are there any resources or internships or programs you think Supergirls would benefit from?
Absolutely. So my daughters experienced the Introduce a Girl to Engineering Day through the University of Texas. And I'm sure there are many, many other universities around the Houston area and in Texas, but they really enjoyed that program. There's many, many programs around. We're in a great city. We have Rice University, we have Texas Southern, we have Prairie View, we have Houston Baptist, St. Thomas, University of Houston. So many great institutions that have summer programs for girls of all ages. And I would encourage everyone to take advantage of those programs.
I hope I get one. Is there anything you would like to share or leave with us another than asking you how to get the vaccine?
Well, I wish I could help you with that right now, but we don't have an approved vaccine for children under 16, but that will be coming. That will be coming. Yes, I've done a lot of town halls. I've done a lot of talking about how to get vaccine. Please, I would encourage everybody to get on those waiting lists and just wait until your turn comes and be ready to roll up your sleeve for sure. Thank you so much, Hayden. It's been a pleasure talking to you off stage and on. I've really enjoyed this evening, and I can't think of a better way to celebrate International Women's Day than to talk to an intelligent and beautiful young woman.
I was just kidding. I'm sure you've gotten asked that a lot. Thank you, Dr. Jackie, for giving me this opportunity to talk to you.
Thank you for asking me and inviting me to talk with you, Hayden. It's been my pleasure.
So on behalf of Supergirl Shine Foundation, I am the founder, Loretta Williams Gurnell, and we celebrate 5 years of Impact and Shine on March the 11th, 2021. So I'm just excited. Can we just do some snaps? Can we just do the snaps for 5? Yay! That's an exciting time. And what a better way for us to launch this week off with Hayden, to talk to Dr. Jackie and really have a conversation about being a cool lady in STEM, leadership, and life. And so Hayden, what is one thing that you liked or one thing that you learned from Dr. Jackie that you said, oh, that was really cool, or wow, that's what I want to do?
That she handled things through the tough time.
Oh, okay.
Love it. Love that. Resilience. That's right. Well, Dr. Jackie, do you have any parting words that you would love to share with our audience or girls who may see this across the globe as it relates to being a woman in STEM, a woman of color in STEM, and a leadHER in STEM?
I just appreciate any opportunity that I can to encourage young women, young girls to go after their passion in whatever field it is. Certainly STEM has been a great career for me, and also to know that you can change your mind as you go through. Obviously I didn't do a traditional route, but there are always many, many opportunities. Enjoy whatever you learn and take your passion with you. So that's
Awesome.
What I would share.
Well, thank you so much. To learn more about Supergirl Shine Foundation, please follow us at www.supergirlshine.com. You can connect with us on social media at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Supergirl Shine. And don't ever forget to always encourage a girl, be a light for a girl, listen to a girl, motivate a girl, and be an example for a girl, so that we can raise up more girls like Hayden who are Supergirls and leading on her campus. Congratulations, Hayden. Yay! So proud of you, dear. So proud of you. Well, it is a school night, and you know Miss Loretta is serious about school. So it is time for us to say goodnight, but not to say goodbye. So we will see you next time with leadHER Talks, where we give access to girls and women to be able to have the opportunity to speak to leaders like you, Dr. Jackie. So thank you so much. Blessings, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you for this opportunity.
You are so welcome, dear. And I'm sure it will not be the last. Awesome.